Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Toji no Miko. So, the last episode ended off with all 5 of our main girls finally meeting up with each other, so we can pretty much decide where we're going from here. Because up until now it's almost kind of been a prologue type deal, because set up for this, so... Because these 5 have all kind of been together very much in the opening and the ED. So, anyway, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. So is this a flashback? Because I know they've talked about this incident before. Oh wow, jeez. And that does look pretty terrifying. Up to now, they really haven't fought much of the Aradama. It's mostly just been fighting, each other. But yeah, definitely a flashback. Yeah, like I was saying, most of the fights we've gotten so far have just been between, Toji's, Miko's, whatever they're called. Katana Maidens. The very beginning of the very first episode had a fight with an Aradama, which I still think that was a mistake, but... Yeah, it seems like we're actually going to really get into that incident. Because they definitely referenced it a few times in the show. Very big deal. Yeah, I mean, how much actual Aradama fighting do we see in the opening? Well, I know some of them have, like, Noro power and stuff, but... they're not real Aradama. And yeah, that thing was no joke. She's like tossed with the sword from one end to the other. So that is Yukari, back in the day. That's probably Kaname. I mean, Kanami's mother. But yeah, if you can't use Utsushi, you might want to get out of there. Yukina, the name sounds familiar. Sana. Sana was the one that contacted the Munaseki president. Yeah, I want to say Yukina was the Renpu president. There's a lot of characters and names in this show. I mean, you can't argue with that logic. And man, that thing looks so intimidating. So what you're saying is we have to go deeper. Wait, they just suddenly throwing a whole lot of new characters at me, so... I am really glad we're getting into this, though. Yeah, just take it inside your own body, I guess. Of course there's not. Yukari One-sama. Like I went from Sama to One-sama. In like the same sentence. That's probably not gonna stop her. You know, they're throwing a lot of names at me. Of course. Even though I'm just meeting most of these characters. Okay, so that is Sana, the one that contacted Munaseki Principal. There's probably also one of the people there, but... I don't actually remember Munaseki President's name. Yeah, then we just have to kill them first. Well... Yes, what's your next question? Yes. What? Do I get detention? It's also funny to see girls in those school uniforms in front of, like, serious police officers behind them. She'll be fine. Maybe. And man, it got quiet. And I guess this flashback is like a story being told. There's Sana. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yes. Yeah, they played a pretty big role in that incident. Yeah. Konami's mother was there, didn't you say? At least I think it was. Okay, yeah, Kagari. Okay, so Minato was her mother, Kagari was her mother, okay. I'm gonna get those names mixed up, I just know it. You never asked. You're just trying to make me confused, I get it. It never came up. Well, you already knew that. That makes sense, yeah. I could see that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. This thing actually gave me chills. Yeah, I think we're pretty much aware of that. That's not good. Yeah, I figured that's kind of where the story was going. Tagitsu. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean by a lot of names being thrown at us, right? You, yo, yo, the kid Yukari. Yeah, they didn't come back, did they? And Yukari's not the same. But it truly wasn't over. Yeah, I don't think anybody would be happy about that. Yeah. Of course. Uh, Never trust the history textbooks. Of course. And then everything went to shit. Makes sense. So I was right. The Murasaki president probably was there. High-tech phone there. So not you. Apparently. Oh wow. That does sound impressive. Oh wow. Not exactly the cheeriest story ever. Yeah, that's the question. So that's what this all boils down to. Yeah. The Hall of Worship. So you were eavesdropping. Yeah, that was like in the first episode. Yeah, some of the stuff we obviously already knew or could have inferred, but yeah, definitely an info dump of an episode so far. Yeah, since that was 20 years ago when they're under 20 years old. Yeah, that's what we're here for. To deal with Yukari. That's what we're all here for, really. Grandpa. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, there's the head pat. Uh, yeah, I better get 2.5 head pats. Yeah, that's always nice. This is what you like. She's onto us. I know, right? That was quite the info dump. I probably only got like 75% of it. Wait, I mean, that's pretty useful in this setting. A very nice sleepover, but not everyone sleeping. I mean, it's not strange at all. I would encourage it. Somehow, I really don't think that's actually going to accomplish too much. We're still pretty early in the series. Yeah, I didn't even ask if she's awake still. But I'm sure she is, yeah. She did not. Yeah, Hyo-yon. Be quiet. It's not gonna kill you. Mai's like, Konami, why don't you talk to me? We've been away from each other for so long. Yeah. Yeah, that answers that question. Yeah. He's pretty cute. All that wasted time. Ah. So her body remembers, okay. That would be a bit confusing. uh, very strange question for several reasons. I learned it from watching you. Oh, now we get our training that you mentioned. And there goes the root sushi. We see Mai on her knees a lot, don't we? Oh, I would love to go one more round. Unless we're talking about the training, in which case, no thank you. Well, we already know you weren't excited about the training. Yeah, and that the Origami family's not happy about. That's probably what she's thinking, yeah. Fine, man. What does she do anything she does? Well, yeah, that would be the obvious answer. Well, we knew that. Okay, maybe we didn't know that. Yeah, you too. And there's that stuff that they're really riding their chances on. But I feel like that's not going to end well, especially after seeing that. Oh no. Ranakane. But yeah, that was definitely an info dump of an episode. But I mean, the girls needed to be informed about what really happened that day, so it had to happen. And since it, involves a couple of their mothers, I'm sure they wanted to hear about it. And don't worry, Kaoru, you'll figure out doors eventually. Maybe that is what some of our training should consist of, traveling through doors. But yeah, kind of a difficult episode to react to because of, you had to really read a lot and focus and try to make sure you got everything, which I'm sure I didn't. But we did confirm that the girl in those Konami dream things are indeed her mother. Just, from before she was her mother. Very weird. Oh, I saw a backwatching scene. So that was the 8th episode of Toji no Miko. And this episode, we finally got really more into the great disaster of Sagami Bay, I believe it was called. And yeah, apparently all the current school leaders were probably like the same units, well, including Yukari, to battle the Great Aradama. Tagitsu, I want to say its name was. Yeah, Princess Tagitsu. And yeah, had a bit of difficulty with it. And of course, Iori and Konami's mothers were part of the units, Kagari and Minato, who I wish I remember their names before, because that, the earlier scenes of the episode would have had more meaning then, but regardless, they were there. And obviously Yukari, Minato, and Kagari were the most important in the incident. And yeah, like we already knew that the Great Ardama, instead of being vanquished, had just possessed Yukari's body. And yeah, apparently that thing is trying to build up power to revive itself over time. Which probably isn't going to be too far away. We got to meet Sana, the Osafune president. I think we've seen all but one of the school leaders, like in modern day. Because there was one short blue-haired girl that was there as well. I think she's the only one we haven't seen yet. And I did kind of a bit of a misunderstanding where there's one girl who I thought was Konami's mother because she looked kind of similar to Konami. But no, I think that was just the Munaseki president. In fact, the one that actually was her mother, Minato, was the one that was also in her visions, or misty, foggy visions. You know, same hairstyle and everything, so I probably should have got that, but oh well. What's odd about those visions is that it's her mother, but it seems like that was her mother before she became her mother, which, I mean, what makes that weird is the fact that Konami would not know anything about her mother before she became her mother because Konami wouldn't have existed yet, so that's what I think is a little bit weird, so why I think there's something supernatural going on there. It's not just some kind of dream or something. Well, clearly it's something supernatural, that was kind of obvious, but I assume we'll get a bit more into that later on because it obviously keeps being brought up, so it's got to be important in some capacity. Mokusa does seem to be riding on the idea that that little vial is going to help with, you know, dealing with Yukari, but I don't think it's going to be as helpful as they think it will be. I don't know if it's just going to like break out of the container entirely and become a big old Aradama and start fighting everyone. I don't know, but it's probably not going to, I'm almost positive it's not going to work out as well as they're hoping. But hopefully things do work out in the end, you know, dealing with Yukari and all that, so. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.